What up, what up? Welcome back to this channel. My name is Salvador Briggman, and in today's video, we are going for a start to finish tutorial on Leadpages. So Leadpages is one of the most powerful tools out there which you can use in order to get strangers to join your email list, to become a prospect, to then become a customer, to join to build a list of leads from scratch. Leadpages is an incredibly powerful tool and one that should be in every digital marketer's toolbox. So today's tutorial is going to be for beginners, beginner friendly, whether you're a small business owner or a medium-sized business owner. Maybe you're the head of a marketing department, you're a digital marketer yourself, or you're just trying to figure out how to actually build a crowd online so people can buy from you, right? Maybe you're a coach or a consultant, or even doing a crowdfunding campaign, a Kickstarter campaign. I'm going to be sharing with you exactly how to do that using this tool, Leadpages, in today's tutorial. And in addition, Leadpages initially was started off as a tool which you can use to build, again, an email list, a wait list. It's conversion optimized. You can do tons of A/B testing, which we'll be talking about in today's lesson. But also, it's now available for you to actually build an entire website just off of Leadpages. So I'm telling you, if I had to pick like the top 5 tools that I love that are out there when it comes to marketing, Leadpages is definitely one of them. And we're going to be covering that in depth in today's YouTube video. One of the things I also want to mention really quickly before we begin this video is that if you do enjoy my content, please give me a thumbs up. My name is Salvador, and I love to demystify different topics like this for you. So you can go out there, you can kick ass, you can take names, you can smash through your goals, and you can ethically impact the world. All right, let's get into it, and let's dive into today's Leadpages tutorial. All right. Again, my name is Salvador Briggman, and we are doing a tutorial for Leadpages from start to finish for beginners. And the first thing I want to mention is that if you do want to follow along with this tutorial, I'm going to include a link down below if you want to check out a free trial of Leadpages for 14 days. So if you want to get a 14-day free trial of Leadpages, all you got to do is go to the link at crowdcrux.com/Leadpages. I will also include that link down below at crowdcrux.com/Leadpages. If you go through that link, if you enjoy the software tool and you decide to stay around and continue to use it in your business to build up a list of leads, to get people to buy products, to build a list of prospects, right, and an online audience, if you enjoy it, you stay with it, we will get a small commission at no expense to you. So if you want to check this out, in terms of an agency, we use the pro version of Leadpages. This is only $74 a month, which is honestly, when it comes to an annual investment, really not that bad in terms of your marketing department. And in addition, it's such a powerful tool. You can use this to power your website. You can use this to power your landing pages. You can do A/B testing. You can do e-commerce, and they even have blog functionality that's coming in the future. And as well, they have an AI engine to help you with headlines, writing, images, all that stuff when it comes to this. In addition, I think the standard version is also great if you're just getting started. This is also something where you can do a lot of drag and drop with the landing page builder. There's a lot of easy templates that are out there we'll be going over. So whichever one you want to go with, it's great. But again, that free trial, I will include the link down below. So when you log into your Leadpages account, once you are logged in, you will see a screen that's very similar to this. And we're going to go through a couple of different items here. Let's first start off with how do you build your landing page? Let's get right to it. Whether you're hailing in from the United States or Canada or the UK, or even if you're in Australia, right, or various other places around the world, anyone out there can create a landing page. It is dead simple. So all I got to do is come to at the top right-hand corner, click Create New Landing Page. That's all you got to do. Is going to open up another screen here where you're going to have a whole list of a suite of different incredible themes which you can choose from when it comes to creating your landing page. On the left-hand side here, you'll see a toggle, which is that you can toggle this by conversion rate, the ones that are best converting, right? That basically means if you send 100 people to a website, if one is converting at 10%, one's converting at 20%, that for the 20% one, 20 of those people will become emails, right? So a higher converting page is better. Therefore, if you want to sort this by conversion rate, you can do this. You can also look at newest, most popular. There are also different collections, for example, holiday, quick launch, trending, as well page type if you wanted to, if you really want to get nitty gritty. So for example, if you're trying to host a webinar, a waitlist, a coming soon page, a sales page, a newsletter, right? There's so many different easy ways. I know you guys are so inventive and creative. Honestly, I would say the most intelligent, hardworking, and ambitious audience of any audience out there on YouTube. Some of you guys are launching new products, physical products. Some of y'all have new service-based businesses. Some of you are authors, right? So many different types of landing pages which you can have. And as well, you can browse this by industry if you wanted to, style even, if you want to have a dark, interesting, foreboding kind of landing page, or something light, minimal, or professional. You can check this out here on the left. So I went ahead and just kind of began to speed this up. I would say just in terms of this point, the main difference is just going to be what it is that you're giving away. If you're giving away a guide, probably would pick one of the free guide ones, right? If you're doing more of like a squeeze page, which is just really text-based, then you'd want to use a template like that. If you're doing more of like a webinar, you might pick one of these kind of templates that's more along the lines of webinar. So pick the one that's going to be most likely what it is that you want in terms of the purpose of your landing page. Once you do that and you actually create the landing page, you're just going to have to name the landing page for the sake of this tutorial. I just named it as a test page, and then boom, right there, it pops up and you can begin to customize this sucker right out of the box. So let's give an example here. Let's just say that you are trying to build up a list of leads. You maybe are an author or something like that. You've written a new comic book or you've written a new book of some kind, and you want to build up a wait list so that when you launch your product or try to raise money for it online or whatever it is you're trying to do, you can then have a huge audience which you can announce this to. Maybe you're going to give an initial free chapter for download or available for download. Or if you have a coaching business out there and you're trying to help people when it comes to fitness, maybe you're going to give a guide that's like 7 amazing foods which you should eat if you want to get a six-pack, or 5 foods to avoid if you want to cut down on your belly fat, right? So these are some easy things that you could think about. All you have to do here is if you want to, you can just edit this. You click this edit button. It's all drag and drop. Super easy. My screen is going a little bit slow here just because I'm also recording it. But as you can see here, you can customize the headline on the left, the size, line spacing, etc. Really easy to set up a landing page. And it already looks nice, right? It already looks great. You can then customize the subpoints. If you want to say, maybe for the fitness example, 5 great foods, which are superfoods that are going to make you much more healthy and nutritious, or easy ways in which you can actually go to the gym and get fit faster, or fun workouts, right? So many easy ways in which you can customize this, and literally you just can edit the text there. You then have a pop-up, and if you want to, you can also edit that pop-up. So you just click edit pop-up. This is what people would see before they enter their email or their name. So first of all, I'm going to give you this broad overview, and then we're going to get more into some of the nitty-gritty, right? So this would be the pop-up where they're going to enter their email in order to get this particular guide. If you wanted to, you could edit this information very easily just clicking the edit button, right? And that's going to allow you to do that. If you want to change the colors, the labels, or those different things, going to be super easy for you to do that clicking the edit button. So I'm just going to do a broad overview, and then we'll kind of get more into some of the nitty-gritty here. So if we click X, we're going to come back to the main screen here. On the left-hand side, what you're going to notice is a bunch of different layouts, sections, widgets, styles, settings, and also an AI writing assistant. In addition, you see here at the top, this is the actual name of the page where you can edit the name and the URL of that page. And the right-hand top, we can also preview this, or we could publish this. So first of all, let's go over layouts. Okay, so the way that Leadpages works is it's divided into different sections, as you can see here. When you come to these different sections, you might notice this on the right, it's going to highlight it with a sort of a blue outline. So if you have a long lead page, some of the lead pages I have or sales pages are quite long. You might then have different sections here. If we wanted to, for example, we could duplicate this, and it's going to create a whole other section here as well. You can see right beneath it. So if you want to make it longer, you could do that if you wanted to. It's really easy to delete this. You could just click the delete button, and that would delete that section. In addition, let me delete this here just for now so we can show that that works. When we come to the content section here, this is really where you're getting the meat of that content column, right? So if you at any point you want to, you could edit this in terms of the background color, you could add an image, you could change the padding on this to change the actual sizing and where this is. I would say for most people, it's probably going to be changing around the color and maybe adding an image to the background if you wanted to do that. I usually don't do too much customization with the design. I let my designer do that. But if it's something that I'm doing on my own, I'm usually just using one of the Leadpages templates. And honestly, it works great. It works incredible, so you don't really need to do too much customization. Along with that section there, you also have the footer here, which you can customize. If you want to update the year, you want to add in your copyright information, you can also easily customize the footer and the look and the feel of that. So whenever you're like, I need to make an adjustment to the overall layout, you would come here to layout, and that would allow you to very easily toggle there and make your changes there when it comes to these different sections. Another cool thing here, you could have multiple sections as well. So if we add it, let's just say another section, you can automatically then very easily pick which section style you would want. So for example, it could be an about section, as you can see here. Let's see a couple more just to give you an example here. If we toggle this, you could have a call to action, FAQs, services, logos, pricing, testimonials. So whenever you see those really fancy looking landing pages, those fancy looking sales pages that just looks beautiful, and you're like, wow, how could I get something like that? Right before your eyes, as you can see, we are literally making this come into life here, and it looks great, and it's all happening, very quickly. So if you want to design something that looks professional, that looks like it took thousands and thousands of dollars to make, and tons of time, this is definitely an easy tool which you can use for that. I'll give you one other example here. We can do plans and pricing just to give an example of what that would look like here. So we could have different plans that people can choose from here. And I'll actually do one more quick one. We'll do testimonials as well. So if you wanted to say like this is an incredible guide or book, or trying to create a longer page, you can very easily just drag that, click that, and it's going to then adjust that particular section. Let's just say that we're like, you know what, that section looks interesting, but I don't really necessarily want it right now. All you would have to do is make it not visible, and then it's no longer visible. So the layout section on the top there is really geared towards having maximum power, control, and flexibility over actually manipulating your landing page. So let's get a little bit more here into some of these different items as well. So sections, we just went over that. Let's go into a little bit of widgets. Now, if you're watching this, first of all, give me a thumbs up on this video because I do hope that you you enjoy this. My friends, when I was going to school at George Washington University, I really did not like going to class, and I always wanted to be, provide better education than what I found out there in terms of school. I don't know about you, but I would always wait until like the last night to actually complete a paper, right, or to do something I'm supposed to do. So kudos to you to being willing to sharpen your skill set, your expertise, to learn something as a business owner, as a creator. That's exactly how you get from where you are to where you want to be. It's about sharpening those skills, becoming more, learning more, expanding your mind, really becoming a sponge and soaking up as much education as possible, no matter what your passion is and what you're trying to do to impact the world. Okay, so let's look at some of these widgets here. So first of all, on the left here, you can see there's a text-based widget, there are image widgets, there are buttons, videos, forms, etc., and as well some spaces and lines. So this is what you would use in order to actually change the look of this section here when it comes to Leadpages. So let's just say that we wanted to add a video. I'm a huge proponent of video. Obviously, I love being on video, man. I got that gene. I got that, I'm a Leo, right? If you want to use astrological signs, I'm a Leo. I like putting my personality out there. I like being loud and really sharing great education with the world. So if you wanted to add your own video there, you could have that and encourage people, hey, if you want to get access to the free checklist or this free guide, go and click the link down below. I've shared with you tons of different resources and tools, and it's free. Just click the link down below, enter your name and email, and I will send it directly to your inbox. So that's a great way to punch through the noise, get people excited, and actually want to take action and interact with your brand. So these widgets you can use to customize this particular landing page. On the left here, we then have styles. So styles, this is not my area of expertise, man. I got a great designer who does this for me, who helps me out with these landing pages. For the most part, I keep the styles really, really simple. There's a reason why my company, CrowdCrux, has just a text-based logo. It's because when I was getting started, more than 10 years ago, I was not interested in design. But if you want to, you can customize all of the different buttons in terms of colors, gradients, text sizes, line spacing, all the kinds of little nitty-gritty changes that you might want to make, you can make here in page styles. I would say, unless you are a designer, I probably would keep it very basic. Most of these templates with Leadpages already work, so you don't got to change around too much if you don't want to. There's also the favicon, which would customize this up here, and also if you want to do some custom CSS, you could also do that. That stands for Cascading Style Sheets, for those of you out there that are into HTML and designing websites. We then have settings. Okay, so settings is kind of where the nuts and bolts are for how this page is going to look. So for example, when someone sees this in Google, what do you want the page title to be? What do you want the SEO description to be? What are some keywords you might want to make sure that are listed on the page? When someone shares this on social media, you can upload an image so that automatically that's populated and that shows in their feed what that's going to look like. You also have analytics. If you are new to digital marketing, you might not have too much knowledge on this, but if you are a seasoned veteran, you might already know about Google Analytics. We are now up to Google Analytics 4, which I think is actually quite powerful, and I love the flexibility that Google Analytics gives you. So if you want even more data, you could enter your Google Analytics ID. And also you have head tracking code and body tracking code. This is where you would enter, for example, things like a metapixel. If you have a metapixel tracking code, so you can do Facebook ads and track those people as they come onto the landing page, which is a little bit more sophisticated, and that's something that we actually help with as a digital marketing agency. Then you can enter your head section tracking code here, and you can also have other kinds of features and functions when it comes to entering different codes in the body tag. So that goes beyond the scope of the video, but at least know that you can actually access that. So let's close this without saving, and let's go to the one final section just to give you this broad overview, and then we'll add one or two more items here. So the AI writing assistant, the current one that I'm set up here is not the agency account that I have with Leadpages. We actually have two different accounts. That's how much we love Leadpages, right? If you want to upgrade this, you'd have to upgrade this to the Pro plan, and that's going to then give you all of the different AI writing assistant. I want to keep this more basic, so if you're just doing the basic plan, this is not something you get access to, but if you are on the Pro plan, this is something you're going to be able to access when it comes to the writing assistants. Okay, so we've gone over a broad overview in terms of this tutorial with how the different menu items are on the left, how this is arranged. Are there any other things you need to know when it comes to customizing this before we kind of get this show on the road? Well, first of all, I would say this is really, in my opinion, more on the design side. So if you want to customize the background image, this would be the big one I think that most people would want to change. In order to do that, you just click choose image, and then you can upload an image of your choice. There are also great premium images. If you're using the AI version, there's also an image generator. So very easy for you to customize different images or to upload them or to use some of the premium images that are available when it comes to Leadpages. So let's just say that you got this looking how you want. You have, the way that it looks in terms of here. How do you actually turn this sucker on? You're like, Sal, stop talking. Just turn this on. Show me how to use it, right? I totally get it. I'm the exact same way when it comes to this. So all you got to do is come here and click Edit Pop-Up. Okay, you're going to click Edit Pop-Up. This is the core bit of functionality. You're going to click Edit Integrations. This is where the magic happens. This is where the sizzle is and the actual sauce, right? This is where the big enchilada is. And this is the functionality behind a landing page. So the way it's set up as a default is that Leadpages already has a default lead notification, which you can send to your email address. Okay, so you can just name the form if you wanted to, and what it would do is anytime there's a new lead, it would just email you that information. I personally, it's great if you're just getting started to do that. And I would also recommend capturing someone's name. I think that adds a lot more when it comes to that. So you can have more data and information about those individuals. So you can customize your marketing more to that. But I would say go and check out my other tutorial on Aweber. So I would recommend adding an integration. And when you add an integration, you can integrate this with MailChimp, Infusionsoft, Aweber. Aweber is probably the easiest one if you're just getting started, and go and watch my other tutorial. And that way you can then, whenever someone enters their name and email, it syncs up automatically to your email database. And it's really easy then for you to send out emails to all of your interested subscribers and people on your waitlist if you're doing a crowdfunding campaign or people that are interested in your services in terms of being a prospect. The next thing here to really highlight in terms of the functionality is that if you wanted to deliver what's called a lead magnet, you would click this here and you would just upload your lead magnet. So a lead magnet, for those of you that don't know, is something like a free checklist, a free guide, a free video. It's the free thing you're offering to incentivize someone to part with that treasure of that contact information, to really be willing to actually give you that information. They have to be incentivized in some way, right? So you got to have a lead magnet. And if you wanted to, you can upload that there, and then Leadpages will automatically deliver that lead magnet to the person who opted into this landing page. The final thing on the functionality side would be if we want to send people after they opt in into a default landing page. This one is okay if you don't, have a lot of time to customize this. I would more so recommend creating another landing page and having like a thank you page, which you set up. And that way you can really fully control the marketing funnel. Someone comes to your landing page, they enter their name and email, and then they go to a thank you page, which you've designed. Maybe that thank you page then has another video. Maybe it has an offer. Hey, why don't you then sign up for a coaching call, or why don't you then pay a little bit to be able to get this other guide that I have, a one-time offer or something like that, or even use it as a way to build a community online or something like that. There's so many different ways you can use your thank you page, and it's a very powerful way to get someone to take action in another way. So I would recommend having a second landing page, which is your thank you page. But for now, we are just going to have a default Leadpages thank you page. Okay, so you got this all set up. You have everything the way you want it. All you have to do then is click publish. If you want to preview this before it goes live, you just click that preview button. I think the benefit with previewing it is that if you are one of those people that dot your I's, you cross your T's, you really want this to look great, a work of art, right? Then you can have your thank you page. I didn't upload a video, so there's just a video placeholder here. We can maybe delete that so it doesn't look so odd when it comes to that. But on the top here, you would have desktop. You can toggle between that and a tablet. I love my iPad. I got an iPad mini and an Apple Pencil. I love to take notes on that sucker. Or you got your iPhone. Most people nowadays are checking out landing pages via their iPhone, so you probably want to make sure that that looks good. And if it does, then you can exit the preview, and then we will publish this. So I'm going to get rid of this block right here, this widget, and then we are going to publish this. So let's publish this just so we can get this first section up, and we're going to just have this be test page. So it's going to give you a default domain. You don't need to get a new domain. Leadpages will give you one. But if you do want your own domain, you can very easily sync that up when it comes to Leadpages. And if you haven't yet, you probably should also go and check out and get your domain. I've had so many students over the years who try to set up a page, and for whatever reason, someone else already grabbed the domain. So make sure you get your domain. Okay, so I'm going to come over to this site here, and we're going to then enter this URL, and we're going to bring up the landing page, which only took a couple of minutes, right, to put this together. Look at that. We already got a landing page together right there in front of you. And you can then share this on social media. You can run ads to this. You can, if you wanted to put this on your business card, you can spread the word about this. You can start getting people to opt in when it comes to this free guide, which is an incredible way, again, to build your email list from scratch. And all of this works, right? So let's test this out. Let's just say test email at gmail.com. Let's just do test, and let's send the guide here. And I didn't add in a lead magnet, so I'm not going to get an email with that notification for that free guide. But there you go. And there we go. We got the thank you page there. So it works. We set that up in a matter of minutes. Very easy for you to pick those different themes. In the next section of this video, we are going to get into some of the other functionality when it comes to Leadpages. Want to take all the stress out of fulfilling your Kickstarter rewards? FillRight is the turnkey solution that puts product delivery on autopilot. The Top Campaigns uses trusted high-tech provider to store, package, and ship their products. Focus on growing your business. Leave shipping to the experts. Don't wait. Get a custom quote from FillRight today. Link in the description. All right. Moving right along. Let's get to the next functionality when it comes to Leadpages. I commend you so much, man, for getting to this point in the video, for really supercharging your learning, for being willing to push through sometimes those difficult emotions, to be able to get something out there to the world, to execute no matter what it costs, to have that ambition, that continuous learning, that ruthlessness and perseverance. I commend you, my friend. So give me a thumbs up if you like that message. And again, if you want to check out Leadpages, go and check out the link down below at crowdcrux.com/Leadpages. That link will give you the access to the free 14-day trial of Leadpages. Again, crowdcrux.com/Leadpages, and I'll include that link down below. So on the left-hand side here, we have a couple of different options, right? We have sites, conversion tools, leads, brand, images, lead magnets, and domains, etc. So the first one I want to show you is sites, and then we're going to get into a couple of these other different options. So like I told you in the beginning of this tutorial, which now seems like ages, guys, we know each other so well at this point in time, right? I'm totally joking with you, but it is kind of cool to be able to know that like people around the world are tuning into videos like this, and I do hope that this makes a positive impact in your business and in your life. It helps you move your life forward, right, in some kind of way. To me, technology is really boring, and it's also one of those things where I hate doing technology and tech stuff, so I try to make it easy to understand and friendly for beginners. Okay, so for these site templates, first of all, it's very similar to the last one. You can sort it by conversion rate, most popular, newest, etc. I would say in scrolling down here, you can look at, for example, another real estate template if you want to build a site around real estate. If you want to do something around more fitness related, you could pick a fitness template. However, keep in mind, there is also a lot of customization abilities. So you maybe like the look of this, but you're like, I am not a fit, beautiful model. How am I going to pull this off, right? In this case, you could then just change around those photos and change a little bit around the color scheme, and you could have this template work for you. So just because, it's not the exact match to your business, that doesn't mean that you can't customize and change this around. So I'm going to pick one just so we can kind of look at this. So let's just say we're doing something more in the lines of real estate. So let's try this and we'll start building this site. Bada bing, bada boom. We got our site up and running, and oh my gosh, isn't this site not one of the most beautiful things that you have seen? This looks like it literally cost tens of thousands of dollars to make in terms of the design, the look, the feel. It looks luxury, right? So whether you are setting up a website for yourself, for a client, or you're the head of a marketing department, you just want to look smart, right, in front of your boss, this is an incredible tool when it comes to doing that. So first of all, let's kind of do a broad overview again when it comes to the site, and then we'll get more into the nitty gritty. So it's a very similar layout to the landing page. I'd say the biggest difference is that with the site, you're going to have multiple pages. So here for the real estate site, we have home, listing, about, contact, right? And then scheduling a showing. We then have some different featured listings here that are available, contact information, got a photo of the team. But really, if you want to think about it, what's kind of making this particular theme is going to be the photos. So you'd have to list out some of the photos that you want to replace this with, or if you're using those stock photos, that's great, that's okay. You probably would want to customize some of this information when it comes to these different sections and probably the testimonials as well. So the biggest thing with the website, if you're using Leadpages, is actually not the setting it up. Like you saw, we set it up in a matter of minutes, right? It's more so filling out your own custom information. So that's what's going to take you the most amount of time. So you come here, let's just say, for example, we're going to click the listing page. So what this is going to do is this is going to bring up the listing section. So you can see here, we then have exclusive listings, and then we have all of the different properties here, and these are also individual pages. So this site is designed to list out different properties and for someone to come in here manually and to basically customize this and edit this, right, when it comes to this. So for example, if you wanted to, you could edit this particular button. Really interesting way to actually use this. And if you wanted to, you could customize this and you could add a click event of some kind to this button. So if we see here the click event, we could link this to an external URL to another landing page. Or you could even have an opt-in, like a pop-up saying, hey, do you want to view this property? Enter your name and email here, and we will get back to you shortly, right? Or if you want to link directly to another landing page that had that specific property, you could also do it that way. So first of all, one takeaway is that you can come here, you can come to these different sections, you can edit the navigation, right? And you can go and you can customize all of this information on your own time, and you can make this look beautiful and make this look nice. There's also a contact section here, as you can see, so someone could enter their name and email very easily, send in a contact request, and get in touch with the particular real estate brokerage or the real estate agents that are here. There's also a major call to action here. So this would be for a pop-up, and this would be designed to schedule a showing. Personally, if I was doing this, if I was, having a client that I was helping out set up a site like this, I probably would link this more so to an external service where they can easily schedule this. So for example, I would click events, and instead of doing a pop-up, I would likely do a Calendly pop-up. Calendly is a service which you can use to automatically get people to book a call or book a scheduling, something like that, and to enter their name and email and date, and it automatically goes on your calendar. And you can also customize the different days which you are available. So I would probably get a little bit more sophisticated, not just having like a click event or a pop-up, but you could do it that way. So the site, again, very similar. You have your site pages, as you can see here on the left, home, listing, about. You can change these around if you wanted to in order to change the listing with the navigation. You can customize these. You can duplicate them, right? You can edit the page settings. You can even connect your AdSense account if you wanted to be able to advertise this website as well. You then have the layout. The layout is for this specific page that you're on. So if we change this to the home section, let's change this to the home section here. I might have to actually exit out here, then we can change the home section here. And let's cross off. And there we go. The layout, as you can see here, updated. So that layout now has a different layout, and that layout is of the home section. So whichever page you're on, the layout's going to change, and that's going to allow you to customize the look and the feel of that section. You can also very easily, similar to the landing pages, add different types of sections, be that abouts, FAQs, same kind of look and feel when it comes to that. You then also have the widgets, which you can add, so text, images, buttons, those kinds of things. You can also add a progress bar, icon, social media, Calendly, so people can easily, don't even have to click a link. They could just right then and there book a call with you, custom HTML, countdown timers, all these kind of things. If you're doing a restaurant, you can have an open table, embed, and checkout is available if you have the agent or the pro version of Leadpages. So a lot of great stuff you can do there. And we're just going to, preview this. Let's just say we really like how this looks. We're just going to preview it. There we go. And we're going to see how this looks. So, without having to do very much work, literally just picking out a template, picking out some design colors maybe, and customizing the text and maybe even the logo, you can very quickly get a professional website up in a matter of, I would say, less than an hour. If you have all of your ducks in a row, you could do this in 30 minutes, right? Super easy. So to me, other generations of entrepreneurs and other marketers would have to spend like months and months getting a website together, custom coding the pages, doing the HTML, the CSS, all that kind of stuff. You literally can just use this tool, get this up and running super quick, right? And you can also customize the look and the feel when it comes to whether it's a tablet, as you can see here, how this would look, or if someone's browsing on their phone, this is how the website would look. So very professional, very easy to do, and simple to customize when it comes to that. So lastly, if you want to publish this, you could publish this on a specific domain. So maybe your own domain, which you own, or you could publish this on the main default domain when it comes to your landing pages. So last thing I'll mention here in terms of websites is that this is, to me, great if you have a service, if you have a product, if you have a brick and mortar location, if you have an agency of some kind, or again, you're doing this for other people. Really simple, and you're going to get a lot of great data, and you're going to be able to set this up very quickly and then have multiple landing pages to send people to. You have one made website. And in that way, you really have this full suite of tools which you can use to power all of your digital marketing needs. Boom. Okay, moving right along, there are only two more things that I want to go over in today's tutorial when it comes to Leadpages. And again, I think that these are two easy ways you can actually optimize your website, so that way you can start building your email list, have a massive list of leads, tons of people out there that are receiving your education information, that are being warmed up so they can do business with you, turning those prospects into customers. So on the left here, you will see this toggle for conversion tools. Okay, there are two major tools you should know about. One right now is pop-ups and one is alert bars. So let's start with alert bars. So alert bars, it's really this bar which you can install on your website where when someone is scrolling down your site, they can enter their name and email in order to gain access to a newsletter, in order to gain access to a guide, to join something for free, right? This is a really powerful feature because when someone's scrolling down your page, it's continually reminding them, hey, if you want to get this free thing, if you want to get updates, you just have to enter your name and email here, as you can see. So you can customize this as just a field, as a button here on the left. Let's say we want to change the layout. And then we'd have a button here. We want to have a text link or even just some text to remind them of something like a sale. You can very easily do an alert bar using this functionality. And then if you wanted to, you could edit the integration here to maybe expand that or change that in some way. So right now I'm having, in terms of the fields, just an email field. If you want to, you could add name and email, and also the action after someone enters their name and email, where you want to send them, to a custom landing page, to a video or something like that. You can send them to a different location. And of course, you can also add in a lead magnet when it comes to that specific alert bar. So this is pretty simple and straightforward. I just wanted you to know that this is available to you and you can very easily customize this, and we'll just end this specific function when it comes to Leadpages, just showing you what that preview looks like here. So people are scrolling down, right? And they can easily enter their email. If you've ever seen this on websites, you're like, how the heck did that guy do that? That looks so cool. You now have the answer to your question, my friend. And the last thing that I want to mention, and man, I commend you again so much for staying until this point in the tutorial. I hope that you've been enjoying this. I hope you enjoy my teaching style. I hope that you've liked some of the content I'm sharing so far. Make sure you subscribe to this channel if you do want more content like this. So the next one is going to be pop-ups. So pop-ups, it's a little bit different. First of all, you can generate the pop-up, click pop-up, enter your pop-up name, and then it's going to populate a page that looks like this. So the difference between a pop-up and a landing page is a full suite looking, full-fledged web page, if you will. When it comes to a pop-up, this is just a quick and easy thing that when someone clicks a link, or if you want to embed this somewhere, you can very easily just have a pop-up. So for example, if you already have a website and just want to have a link, or on YouTube or something, and have it go to a pop-up, you could actually do this very easily with Leadpages. So you can see here, I just picked a very simple pop-up. So this could be just a free guide, right? Download the free guide here. So you can customize this. This works the same way as the other landing page functionality. If we click preview, it's literally just going to be a pop-up. So to me, and I'll show you what that looks like just so we can kind of make sure that you can see what that looks like. So to me, when it comes to pop-ups, I would say that pop-ups are most useful when it comes to where you're going to use it, honestly. So, it's not anything fancy. It's pretty bare bones, but it works in order to generate leads and improve conversions, and that's why it's part of one of the tools when it comes to Leadpages. So this is really, again, about how you're using it. So I'm going to just cover that really quickly when it comes to today's tutorial video. So first of all, you would click publish, right? And now you can see some of the different pop-up items. Okay, so first would be like a link, just a simple link. Someone clicks a link and it's going to create that pop-up in front of them on your website or wherever it is that you're pasting this. The second would be a button link. So a button link that you embed on a website or you embed somewhere, right? Someone can click that and it would show that pop-up. Another would be an image link. If you want a custom image like of your book or something like that, you could have an image, and when people click that image, the pop-up would come up. The next one would be a timed pop-up. So this is kind of interesting because if people are coming to your website and maybe after like 10 seconds, you want to prompt them to enter their name and email in some way, you could then have a pop-up which appears after a certain delay, right? Or a certain number of visits, right? Or you want to have it show up and then in 30 days, maybe show up again. So you have a timed pop-up. The last one would be an exit intent pop-up. And I think this is actually really cool. So for example, if someone's like, you know what, I don't really want to download that free guide right now, Sal. Like, it looks kind of cool. Like, you really hyped this up. It's cool, but I just got some other stuff to do. I don't want to do this right now. When someone actually went to exit that page, they would then be prompted with that pop-up, which is really powerful, really cool functionality, right? So that way it's like one last attempt. It's like, hey, are you sure you don't want to get this incredible guide, right? So you can kind of give them one last attempt for an exit intent pop-up. So this is giving you, access to the resources to really turn your website into a lead generation machine. You have now your pop-ups, you have your hello bars, you have your entire website, which you can very easily set up using Leadpages, and you have your landing pages, right? Which are designed to actually build your email list using conversion optimized pages. So you got no more excuses, my friends. If this is something that you want to use in your business and you want to figure this out yourself and you're following this video, best way to do that is to go and grab a free trial of Leadpages. Again, I'll include that link down below at crowdcrux.com/leadpages. That's crowdcrux.com/leadpages. I'll include that link down below. To me, I think the pro version makes a lot of sense. It's honestly not that much, especially if you're already going to be investing in your marketing department for your business. You want to have access to some great tools. You really want to have the best. Makes a lot of sense, in my opinion, to get access to the AI writing as well. And that way you have a lot more work that you don't have to do. And also the A/B testing, right? And e-commerce as well. So I've been on that tool, I'd say, for at least a couple of years now when it comes to the pro version. We also have a standard version as well, license. So standard version is great. It's just not really for power users, right? So if you want to have a standard version and do some of this functionality yourself, that's awesome. If you do need help in getting this implemented and you really want to have a digital marketing partner for your business, you can also go and check out my website, CrowdCrux, and you can write into me. You can literally see my email right there or on the contact or the about section. Shoot me an email. Let me know what you're trying to do, and maybe we will be able to help out, maybe not. I also do individual one-on-one coaching when it comes to people that are launching new products, new campaigns, raising money online, lots of different stuff. But if nothing else, I hope you got something out of today's video. Give me a thumbs up. Hopefully that you are rearing to go. You are excited to make a dent in the universe, to ethically impact the world, to dominate your niche, and you are kicking, you are excited, and now you have the tool, the lightsaber at your disposal to be able to actually cut through the noise, to stand out online, to generate a list of leads, get people knowing about you, talking about you, and building that audience from scratch. Thank you so much, man. My name is Salvador Briggman. Thank you for watching this video. Come subscribe for more content just like this. Give me a thumbs up if you liked this video. Leave a supportive comment down below, and I will see you next time.